from Raging Waters, Sydney, home of AC/DC. We're, of course, here with the 61st edition of Grand Platypus Open, the Reverse 16 scenario, if you will. I'm, of course, your host, Yaku of the Zaku, and with you today is La Taco Shakamama, que te golpea como una tormenta himself, Light_VIP. How we doing, Light?
I love it. I love it. We are here. We are back with some GPO. If you were with us earlier today, it's only been 3 hours since our last broadcast. I was worried that I wasn't going to make it, but your introduction just revitalized me.
Struck you like a thunderstorm.
just like a thunderstorm, mate. Oh boy. Speaking of thunderstorm, mate, we got some players right here.
That we do. We are, of course, starting off with a bit of a rarity here in Grand Platypus Open. In the top right-hand corner of the map, spawning all the way in the top right-hand corner, the purple Terran player. Yes, I said that correctly. A Terran player coming out from the land of Australia. He is going to be representing Legacy Esports, best known for being Probe's roommate. He is RunaMoK.
Is it sad that he's best?
Look, that's how I know. That's my differentiation.
I'm not saying you're wrong. That's the thing. Spawning in the bottom left. Oh boy. Oh, the Jaganatha LE. This time, not playing Terran, now reprising his role as the Zerg player, part of that Zerg Muta triangle. It is himself representing Intensity Esports, MeomaikA.
Who, as we just learned as we were getting everyone in the lobby, big fan of bodybuilders.
Now, like, slowly we're uncovering more and more about this man. I don't know if you remember, but yes, I think last week he was late. Yeah, because he was like watching YouTube.
No, he didn't check into ESL Asia because of he was watching YouTube videos.
Exactly. And you know, now we're getting more of that. You know, this time he was watching YouTube videos, and now we know he was watching women bodybuilders.
Question mark.
God damn it, Mia.
Man. Well, now we know what's distracting him. Oh.
Yeah,
Signal there on the kill.
Yeah, exactly. Nice. Pretty interesting choice, especially because normally you see them deny that kill with a spore, but actually Mio committed to an Evo chamber because he's gonna finish it.
Indeed he is. So he's only getting one gas at the moment, Light. I do not think Mio is going to be baking anything other than links in the next couple of minutes.
I mean,
but he's in range.
This is MeomaikA we're talking about. Immediately he takes 2 gases on top of this, and there is no third base quite yet, which again is very odd. I have never seen this build in a ZvT before. Okay.
My. Are we just seeing a straight up roach rush coming out from him?
So, okay.
But he's not getting a roach warren.
So, this has to be for a Nidus, right? He's getting a very fast lair. Obviously, this could also indicate. No, it's got to be Nidus. I was going to say, like, Dropper Lords, but there's no Pneumatized Carapace.
I have some confusion. He's only got 2 queens at the moment. He's only making. He's not exactly making too many of them.
Yeah.
What is he using rage for? Is that just gonna be Hydras? Is he going straight to Lurkers?
Yo, hold on. You're starting to make sense. If you're in the mind of MeomaikA, right? Okay, look, he's gonna have 3 queens, maybe 4 queens by the time the Nidus comes up, maybe 5 queens. But going into Hydras, like, this is old. Oh my god, he scans! He
does scan. And he sees that the lair is on the way. What does that exactly tell RunaMoK? There's that Hydra then.
Yes, mate. This is a year ago, beginning of 2020, MeomaikA.
Mio, he goes in cycles. Yeah, he was the pioneer of this sort of Hydra Link style in ZvT. It was really unbeatable for the longest time until, unfortunately, it was beatable.
Yeah, like, it's just, we talk about it all the time. Every single time we saw MeomaikA do this, and he did this like in the Dare Cups as well, he'd be like, all right, he's got a timing. If he hits it, he kills his opponent. If he doesn't, he's dead. And more often than not, someone like Seether would just defend, you know, and just like shut
really
it down. Yeah. But the thing is, like, again, I have not seen MeomaikA do this in a very long time. RunaMoK, he scanned the main. I don't think he knows what he even scanned. Like, I
don't think he did either. He knew that the Evo Chamber was researching. He saw the lair. I think he assumed that it might have been roach related. So you get a RunaMoK, by the way, going for a very powerful Hellbat timing coming out here.
Exactly. I apologize. We were busy focusing on MeomaikA when really we should have been focusing on RunaMoK, because he's going for this big Hellbat attack, as you were saying, and he's getting on top of everything, and he's dealing quite a lot of damage. But, yo, the Hellbats are being thinned out.
They really are. A lot of these Hellbats were spread out. They couldn't really concentrate their fire into that cone onto the Hydras like they would have preferred to do. And now I gotta wonder, is RunaMoK having flashbacks, or is he just scratching his head?
He's scratching his head, mate. He, like, when he hit that natural, that was the first time he saw the Hydra. And he's like, what?
Yeah, I think he assumed that when he saw that Evo Chamber in the lair, he thought, okay, Roach is coming my way. Or Lings. Or potentially Lings.
Yeah, like, the thing that you would expect is, like, +1 melee. But, of course, the fast lair really threw him off, and now the Hydras are across the map. What is there to defend? There's only 2 Marines.
He kills the bunker.
That is the army.
The entire army. MeomaikA has up 20 army supply right now against RunaMoK, and I do not see him defending this whatsoever. Even with the reactors, he's just not there. Thankfully, he's going to have some Banshees out with Cloak, but, I mean, what's it going to really take for RunaMoK to send an Overseer that way, or wait until Cloak runs out?
That's the thing, right? Here we go. The Banshee's going to town across the map. What's important? Oh, no, the third goes down!
This is brutal, right?
I was about to say, like, the tank on the high ground is great because it means that MeomaikA can't break through, but he's actually killing the natural. The repair's not there!
My jaw is wide open at the moment. Like, I cannot believe what we just saw. Well, okay, I can't believe what we just saw. I can't believe that that's how MeomaikA won.
What the hell did we just see, mate? Also, no GG?
We went back in time.
Oh my god, that was
absolutely brutal. I mean,
it's one of the, honestly, it is one of those feel bad moments where if you're RunaMoK and like that's how you went down, like it does not feel good. Oh boy, I hope he's not too shaken by that. I mean, going into the game, RunaMoK, he was expressing that he didn't like that map to begin with. That's probably why he went for that big commitment Hellbat attack. He didn't want to get into a longer game. But wow, what a game.
He killed the third base with Hydra's Light. Man, as a Terra player, I can really feel that sort of moment, right? When you're thinking, all right, I got my tank in just the right place. I'm chasing them back. Oh, wait. I did not account for this.
It's probably one of those things where he was probably microing his Banshees, and then when he looked back at his natural, his third was dead, so then he just
suddenly didn't have a natural. Yeah.
My god.
Massive feels bad game.
All right, here we go. We're gonna be getting into game number 2. Map of choice will be Oxide. And I mean, again, Oxide, it is more of a Terran favored map, and I imagine RunaMoK is going to be a lot more comfortable just getting into a longer game here. But again, my eyes are on MeomaikA. Like, the hell is he going to do?
He's going to do something that I don't think we'll ever see from him again. And he's going to go for a 3-hatch.
I'm just in shock that worked. I'm still in shock, by the way.
So am I.
Like, I'm still trying to process what I just saw.
I mean, it has been a while since I think a lot of Terran players have had to deal with this. RunaMoK especially. In fact, MeomaikA is pretty much the only one who did it consistently against somebody. I imagine, anyway, that if RunaMoK was facing Zerg players, then MeomaikA would be the only one who does this consistently. But yeah, I mean, after all this time, it's still something you can pull out. It's like a silver bullet. But regardless, here we are continuing the series on Oxide LE. We're here in the top right-hand corner map, spawning all the way in the top right-hand corner. The purple Terran player, he He's gonna be coming down from the land of Sydney in Melbourne. I knew it was one or the other. He is gonna be representing Legacy Esports. We have RunaMoK.
And spawning in the bottom left hand corner of Oxide ALE, we have the Vietnamese Zerg player. He is red, representing Intensity Esports. It is MeomaikA.
I think he's got the appropriate decal as well on his base, because that's basically MeomaikA when there's 15 minutes left to check in and he's watching YouTube videos.
Shaking my head. Oh god, he's great. He's great. I mean, I'm sure MeomaikA is also really well warmed up. Same with Ender. I don't know if you saw, but the pink drip pylon was started like 3 or 4 hours ago. Both Ender and MeomaikA competed in that, so you know they got up early for that.
I only saw it when it was like 2 hours in. If I'm being honest.
Yeah.
I woke up a little late.
I mean, we missed it because it actually started like as Battle of the Americas was still going. So yeah, bit of interesting.
Bit of shame there.
Yeah.
When it came to the scheduling and what have you. But yeah, MeomaikA, I imagine he's very warmed up after this morning. He has also very recently come in second in, I actually have to check the name of this event now.
Blazing Series.
Blazing Series, that's what it was. I believe that was what Gogo Joey was also playing in.
Yeah, Gogo Joey was playing in it, Haas was playing in it, a lot of the Taiwanese, and I believe some Chinese players. Oh my god. So yeah, recently MeomaikA has done well. Of course, he did fall in the end too nice, but they had a very long, epic back and forth series. Speaking of, once again, another very fast lair.
Alright, but no quick Evo chamber this time. It's actually prioritizing a second gas.
Yeah, and I have to wonder. So, again, because there's no Eva Chamber, it's not going to be this fast, like +1 timing. He could
Pneumatize Carapace. Oh, he can't see it. I was excited for some Drop-a-Lord play coming in for a sec, but
yeah,
man, why you gotta do me like that, Mio?
I know, he's teasing us right now. Like, what does he have planned? He does go for all 4 gases. A normal Zerg player, I'd be like, yo, 2-base Muta, MeomaikA, he could go for Hydras again.
And you know what? If this was MeomaikA about a month ago, I would say, yeah, MeomaikA is playing a little bit more normal. So I would imagine Aspire coming out, but after that for game number 1, I just don't know. Thankfully, MeomaikA does seem to retain some sanity here with that click Spire.
Exactly. I mean, this is still like incredibly aggressive, like crazy play. But you know, thankfully it isn't that Hydra. He's keeping RunaMoK on his toes, you know, not going for the same tech 2 games in a row. But this is still on RunaMoK to scout, because still, unfortunately, he has not seen what the tech is. He hasn't seen the lair. He hasn't seen the Spire.
Wait, does he have a Reaper? I swear. Sorry, I guess not. Yeah.
Yeah.
He decided to skip out on the Reaper, going for another early armory.
Oh boy, he does not want the game to go on. But
I suppose not.
Yeah, he did only go for an SCV scout to begin with. He skipped his Reaper. As a result, he misses all of this, and now MeomaikA is gonna get away with this. To be fair, unlike last time the Hydras came out just in time to defend against the Hellbats. RunaMoK is looking to hit a lot faster. The armory is already almost done, and this timing could kill MeomaikA. Like, the 6 meters, they're gonna be on the way, but that's all he has to defend alongside these queens.
It absolutely can. I'm keeping my eye on that medevac at the moment. Okay, so he's just doing for a single prong for the attack. But again, these Marines, in addition to these Hellbats, very, very deadly combination. Provides quite a bit of anti-air as well, which MeomaikA doesn't really need, or RunaMoK, sorry, is going to need. So the priority right now for MeomaikA is just keep these Mutalisks alive and not die to the Marines.
Yeah, we'll see how good he can do, because the Marines are being focused down.
Probably pretty dang well.
Yeah, all the Marines do go down, and to be fair, these are stimulus Marines. They would, 0-0 essentially, and there it is.
That was a very quick series. Jeez.
Wow. Oh, and MeomaikA.
Your phone was lagging.
GG, MeomaikA takes down RunaMoK in a very fast series. I was not expecting that. To be fair, like the Hellbats were going to be cleaned up. And RunaMoK, he committed to going up the ramp. I was thinking maybe if he stayed in the natural, maybe he would be able to kill all the drones there.
Exactly.
And he'd be like satisfied with that damage, but
I guess it just goes to show that RunaMoK does not want to play long games against somebody like MeomaikA. Can't really blame him, if I'm being honest. I would not want to be up against somebody like MeomaikA, where I have to fight not just against him, but also my own sanity to try to figure out what's going on at any given point. But yeah, that definitely did not need to be as quick of a game as it was.
Yeah, but I mean, to be fair, like RunaMoK,
was more of a personal choice.
Yeah, I mean, and he was the one who chose to make those risks, right? Like he was the one who skipped the Reaper. He was the one who blindly went for this build. And yeah, unfortunately, MeomaikA, he did have enough to clean things up at the end, and RunaMoK just didn't deal enough damage, right? He opted to go up the ramp. He opted to go and maybe try to kill the queens or try to get into the main base, and things just didn't work out for him in the end. It was also a shame because behind that, he was actually working. He went for a 1-1-1, and he was actually working on a Banshee with Cloak as well. But again, that wouldn't really help much, especially in the defense against the mutas. Once they cleaned up, they would go across the map, and indeed.
Not a great position overall, but with that, MeomaikA is going to be advancing to the next round. And I was going to say, I think he's our first player to advance, but no, Gogo Joey actually knocking Ranger down to the lower bracket before this series concluded. That's honestly quite a surprise.
Yeah, they were even faster. Like
they were.
Like, think about that for a moment. We just had 2 like 5-minute games, and Gogo Joey and Ranger, they were done already.
4-minute games. Yeah.
Exactly.
They played 4-minute games.
I
guess.
Jesus Christ. We're just speed running through the bracket, mate.
Shaking my head. But there's no need to despair. Ranger fans, RunaMoK fans, they're still going to be hanging about in that lower bracket. Is a lot more of a risk that it's a best of 1 up until the lower bracket finals, but we see a lot of other players really thriving there. I have some pretty high hopes for RunaMoK, honestly, in the lower bracket.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, he's a very old school player, and he definitely has potential.
Yeah, and I think the best of 1 really also... it's also generally more rewarding, right, for the type of risks that he wants to take.
Yeah, definitely. No fear, right? You just kind of go in swinging, and sometimes a lot of the opponents in a best of 1, they just don't see that coming. So there's definitely a good chance for RunaMoK to make a deep run there alongside Ranger. We have seen plenty of times these players just go crazy there in the lower bracket and come back.